Today on Monkey Life. Emotional goodbyes at Dublin Zoo as baby orangutan Sibu Jr. sets off for a new home at Monkey World.
One last stop. Dublin Ferry Terminal. Come on.
Mega moves for the small monkey team, with some more keen than others.
So that's 4 of 6. So we're nearly there.
And with breakfast all boxed up, the Gwenon family get busy. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet. The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
So far, so good. Nice job. Really nice job.
The park provides a home for more than 250 primates from 24 different species. Dublin Zoo in the Irish Republic. Alison is here to collect an 11-week-old baby orangutan named Sibu Jr. His mum, Major, wasn't able to look after him properly when he was born, and he's been hand-reared by staff at the zoo ever since. They alerted the expert team at Monkey World, renowned for raising orphaned and rejected babies in the park's European creche for orphaned orangutans. The facility will provide a perfect home for little Sibu to grow up, discovering from others of his own kind how to behave as an orangutan. While Sibu enjoys his morning nap, Alison takes the opportunity to tour the orang facilities with apekeeper Kieran.
Now, where's Major? Major?
Come on, madam.
She could be sitting in the tunnels. She likes to sit in the tree. Major?
Major lives with one other female called Leonie, following the recent death of adult male Sibu Sr. Staff at the zoo were hoping for Major to bond with and feed her infant so they could carry on Sibu Sr.'s legacy. But it wasn't to be.
She's doing really well. Initially, she didn't do well. She had to go through a grieving process, a mourning process. The trust was gone with her keepers. Yeah. And she's had to deal with, I suppose, a lot of emotional trauma. But yeah, look, the thing for us is SJ's doing really well.
And how old is
19.
Major? Okay,
so she's
got
a young lady,
ahead of her. Yeah.
Baby Sibu is about to have his morning feed. It's Alison's final day at the zoo, and she's been spending as much time as possible with the baby orangutan and the team who've been providing 24/7 care for him. Along with Dublin Zoo keeper Julie, Alison and Sibu are leaving this evening for an overnight ferry crossing to Holyhead, and then a long drive back to the park in Dorset.
So today's the day. Actually, we're sort of in the final bits of countdown, I guess, in the final hour or two. And I'm starting to get obsessive about planning everything. So poor Julie here. Sibu, of course, oblivious to everything, which is great. But starting to plan everything to make sure we've got everything as easy for us to be looking after Sibu, but also while traveling in the van.
Julie, like the rest of the staff at Dublin Zoo, has grown incredibly fond of little Sibu.
Yeah, so he's a very popular infant here. He has his father's traits. He's definitely his calm nature, his demeanour, and he has grown very fond of a lot of interaction. So we are glad that he will be now having that interaction with his own kind, which is more natural for him and the best thing for him.
With his feed complete and a quick change of nappy, everything is ready for departure.
I think we've got everything sorted, and mainly he seems content and ready to go. So I think it's time to say goodbye. Grab my coat. We're out of here. Next stop, Dorset.
Alison is keen to get underway. There's still lots of paperwork to be signed at the port before boarding the ferry. But first, it's time for some emotional goodbyes.
Eddie, what did I tell you?
That's a happy cry.
Hormones.
With Sibu oblivious to the commotion and emotion, there's just time for a group photo.
Okay, smile, everyone.
Sliding under the bus.
Before Alison and Julie climb aboard the van, ready to depart.
One last stop. Dublin Ferry Terminal.
The Dublin Zoo staff, who've cared for Sibu, are all there to wave him off. It's a bittersweet moment. His life with a new family is only just beginning. Sibu Jr.'s arrival will swell the number of orangutans in the park's nursery to 7. Unaware a new friend is on the way, the group are in for a floral treat today. The primate care staff are busy placing sunflowers all over their enclosure, some as high as possible to get them off the ground and moving. The team are also putting out a breakfast of apples. Just in case the younger members don't immediately work out, they can eat the brightly coloured flowers.
They're not going to be able to miss these. They can see them. They've got colour vision like us. They're bright yellow. I think some of the orangutans will enjoy the aesthetic element of this, and others couldn't care less and will probably just have great time throwing them all around the place.
Sunflower seeds pack a nutritious punch. They're full of vitamins and fibre and provide plenty of nutrients.
All of this is edible to an orangutan. I wouldn't eat it for my lunch, but Oisin and Bulu will have great fun, probably tearing it apart bit by bit. I think they will go for the seeds first, probably then the flowers, and then leave all the leafy greeny bits till last.
Time to see if Rachel's right. Rika is out first, followed closely by Hujan. He grabs his first sunflower while on the move. He's had them before when living with Tuan's group. Rika copies him, then sits expertly removing the seeds with her teeth and lips. The pair have both headed up high away from the others. 7-year-old female Cayenne is ignoring the sunflowers for now, hoovering up pieces of apples scattered across the enclosure. But the attractive bright yellow flower heads demand a detailed examination, and she tries to work out what to do with them. The sunflowers display varying degrees of ripeness. Some are still fully in flower, and others have gone completely to seed. Bulu hasn't figured out yet which ones he prefers. Everyone is giving them a try. Well, not quite everyone. Oisin takes a cursory look at the sunflowers, but decides her mission is to grab as much apple as possible. Food is always top of her priority list, and the easier it is to find, the better.
Oisin isn't as impressed with the sunflowers as everybody else, sadly. She's sort of picking through them, trying to work out where the really good stuff is, whereas everybody else is kind of having a lot more engagement with what we've actually given them. Even though Oisin's looking grumpy, she's still busy. She's still doing something she wouldn't normally be doing, which has its own benefits. I still live in hope that Oisin will one day be as enthusiastic as we are about all the things we give her to play with, but you can't win them all.
Oisin has grabbed a handful of petals, which she appears to be rubbing into her fur. Orangutans do use plant matter as topical medication, but it's not clear what her intention is today. But at least she'll smell nice. 4 of the orangutans living at the nursery are Bornean orangutans, while Bulu and Rika are a completely different species to the others at the park. They're Sumatran, endemic to the Indonesian island of Sumatra and critically endangered. As few as 13,000 are left in the wild, mainly due to habitat destruction, but also the illegal wildlife trade. 10-year-old Bulu is now a big male and heading quickly to adulthood. Male Sumatran orangutans tend to be twice the weight of females, leaving Bulu with some growing still to do. But he's already considerably bigger than Rika, who, only 6 months younger, is quite a small female. The sunflowers have been a success, with most of the group participating. Time now to burn off some energy with a bit of playtime. And Kyan finds a fun use for a discarded sunflower stalk. It's going to be a busy day for the park's small monkey team. They're having a bit of a swap around, involving 6 animals of 5 different species, and a move between 3 different houses. Keeping all the primates happy is a priority for the primate care team, and recently there's been a bit of tension between the park's 2 groups of squirrel monkeys. It's led to this morning's proceedings.
We're going to move those to one of our marmoset houses where we have a larger setup for larger primates. So they're going to move Kimbo and Nueve just along there, bring in a pair of marmosets over to one of our other marmoset houses, and our 2 tamarins, Mo and Red, are then going to move into the squirrel monkey house. They can both be quite sort of headstrong sort of ladies, and we feel like they'd also benefit from a larger space as well. So yeah, a little switch around and hopefully everybody will benefit.
The park's 2 tamarins, red-bellied Red and cotton-top Mo, have just been transferred from the marmoset complex to their new home at the Squirrel Monkey House. While their old bedrooms are cleaned, some of the team are already crating up the intended new inhabitants.
Okay, 1.
Marmoset Maggie has cooperated, but her partner Rattler isn't so keen.
Come on in the books. We'll come back out in a minute.
He's giving the team a bit of a runaround. But finally, he's safe and secure in the travel crate.
He is in. Got him. Finnegan got him.
The pair are taken to their new home at the Marmoset complex, where they'll live alongside a number of other marmoset pairs.
So that's 4 of 6. So we're nearly there.
The final pair to move are squirrel monkeys Kimbo and Nueve. They've been living separately from the other 3 common squirrel monkeys for some time, mainly due to Logan not being keen on Kimbo.
Come on. Good girls. Come on.
Go.
Good job, Nueve.
They're being transferred to the domestic marmoset house, where there are 2 big bedrooms connected to a large outdoor enclosure waiting for them. Kimbo and Nueve are moved separately and will then be reunited in their new home. Today's moves have gone pretty much to plan.
Neither of them have been here before, so it's just full of positives, this move for them. The indoor area is twice the size, their outside area is nice and big. It's a nice peaceful house, so they haven't got the other squirrel monkeys displaying and posturing and screaming at them. So yeah, hopefully life will just be a bit calmer for them. So yeah, now we just have to keep an eye on everybody and hope that this has the results that we were hoping for.
All 3 pairs will be given a couple of days to settle in before being allowed outside to explore. In the colder winter months, it can be particularly difficult to keep all of the primates busy and active. At the Gwenon enclosure, the primate care staff hope to alleviate the issue with an idea new to this group: a series of puzzle feeders.
Lovely. We'll just check that it still spins. Yep, still spins, that's good.
The Gwenons' breakfast of parsnip and cauliflower, with a few nuts thrown in, has been put in the tubes which have then been stuffed with straw.
There's holes in all of the tubes that are about the size of a Gwenon hand, so they should be able to reach in there. They're going to have to do a lot of manipulation. They're going to have to figure out the best way to get into it, and obviously we've made that a little bit harder by enabling all of these tubes to spin. It's not something they've come across before, so they might be balancing on it. This whole thing is moving as well with the branch, so It's going to be a lot of core work going in here and a fair amount of brain power, so hopefully they figure it out.
Everything is set. Time to see if the family of 3 are up to the task. The Gwenons leap to it. They're quick and nimble, very light on their feet, and are able to negotiate the smallest of branches. And they're extremely inquisitive. The cardboard tubes immediately capture their attention, and with varying techniques, the Gwenons start to seek out the food. It's a small family consisting of Mum Nia, Dad Benny, and their 6-year-old daughter Biff. In the wild, these busy monkeys would live in large groups of 20 or more. Benny and Nia are a very close couple. And their daughter Biff is as gung-ho as ever.
Biff is definitely an adult now. She is quite large. She's still not in charge, but she is large. So she's a lot like her dad, Benny. She's quite gentle, a little more standoffish with the keepers now that she's older. Whereas Benny is still very focused on keepers. You know, he's a really friendly guy. He'll always head shake. And then there's Nia, who is the boss. She's quiet. She is in charge. If she turns up, the others will leave, which is quite interesting because she's half the size of the other 2. And they've all got their individual quirks as well. So that's interesting to watch as well.
The 3 red-bellied Gwenons are the only individuals of their species kept outside of their native Benin. Nia and Benny were rescued after being stolen from the wild for the illegal black market trade. Their daughter Biff was born at the park, loves life, and is fearless. The cardboard tubes are tricky to maneuver, but the clever Gwenons think on their feet. Stretching and balancing as they try to grasp the food inside gives them an excellent workout. When they reach it, they store some of the food in their mouths. Gwenons have cheek pouches so they can collect food quickly as they move around and eat it later. The cardboard tube feeders have been a triumph. The whole family attacked them with enthusiasm and gained the rewards.
Yeah, that was really successful. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, they've interacted with it really well. They're still interacting with it. They've figured half of it out. And yeah, it was really got a good chance to see all their different personalities come through. Yeah, chuffed.
Alison and baby orangutan Sibu Jr. are on board a ferry for the evening crossing from Dublin to Holyhead, a journey of more than 5 hours. The 11-week-old infant is fast asleep in a private cabin, being watched over by Julie, one of his keepers from Dublin Zoo. She's accompanying the youngster to Monkey World, so he has a familiar face to reassure him. Back at the park in Dorset, the team have been busy preparing for their new arrival. To begin with, Sibu will be living in a cottage on site, with a rotating number of primate care staff looking after him 24/7. They'll be feeding, changing, and keeping the infant busy and active.
It's amazing to have a new baby orangutan around, but obviously that comes with a lot of work. It's regular feeds throughout the night, up every 2 hours, as well as doing the daily job as well. So it's not a decision that we take lightly to take these individuals on. It's not great that we have to hand rear these animals, but sometimes needs must, and actually we don't have much of a choice. And we want to do the best for all of the individuals that we can do. So it is going to be a really great experience. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but I am looking forward to seeing their progression and seeing them develop into the characters that they become.
So the baby orangutan doesn't get too attached to his human carers, he'll be making regular trips to the park's orangutan nursery. This will get him accustomed to the sights, sounds and smells of fellow orangutans, but without physical interaction to start with.
The earlier we can do that, the easier his integration into that group will be. We will be spending a lot of time with him during the day, all day really. He'll be with one of the keepers. His feeds will be very regular, so we'll have to be monitoring those, but also just making sure that he gets the exercise and is moving around and the stimulation that he really needs.
After an overnight stop in Holyhead and a 6-hour road journey, Alison has made it back to the park with Sibu Jr., who appears pretty relaxed about the whole situation.
Little man's here. This is Sibu. He actually travelled really well. Bottles, pooping, doing all of the things he needs to. He is teething wildly, so that just adds to the fun. Just spectacular, beautiful, and all I think is that he should be with his mum.
Alison is anxious for SJ to start his new daily routine straight away. Donna leads the team caring for the park's 3 groups of orangutans.
Strong muscles.
She gets her first hands-on look at Sibu. The whole team will take it in turns to look after the infant around the clock, and they'll soon have another young orangutan to take care of too.
The sooner everybody gets used to him and he gets used to how they handle him and what they look like, and then it's that next chapter that's going to be a little more interesting to try and dovetail the orphan from Spain, Kiwi, along with Sibu, because it would be really nice if they start joining in together and getting to know each other. But that's the plan for now, is we'll just stay focused on Sibu, get the bungalow up and running and get the team up and running, because you need to work as a team. And it's the best for everybody, so.
It's been a hectic 24 hours for Sibu, and he's worn out.
He's settled in to his new surroundings really well. There's obviously been a lot going on for him the last few days, so clearly very tired, so just putting down for a nap now.
So far, so good. The little orangutan has taken everything in his stride. But there's much more to come, and now he needs his rest. Next time on Monkey Life. Disabled chimp Chocolat begins to settle into Brian's group and even makes friends with big girl Ash.
Surprisingly, Ash has just been wonderful with the introductions, and Chocolat's finally getting a chance at the life that she should have had all these years.
And baby orangutan Sibu Jr. gets used to his new bedtime routine.